Okay, so hello everyone who just joined. I am GrowWeb. For those who don't know me, I am a generative artist, a plotter artist, and I love making this kind of hybrid art where I will start with coding. I will start with creative coding, like for many generator artists, we start with code. We use algorithm to create art. So it's like algorithmic art, procedural art. There's multiple naming for that, but it's this general idea where we put a generator together, a generator of art. You give it different inputs, you give it different seeds, and it's producing different results. And then you curate from these results. This kind of generators allows a very cool way, like there's so many ways to publish this kind of generators. One of those ways is to publish it on an NFT platform, and people can mint and then obtain different results. But you can imagine so many other usages of these generators. In any case, I have made one, and this is the one we are currently plotting right now. I'm actually going to save the URL later because I'm not gonna show you exactly what's going to get plotted, but if I share here, you can see one possible outcome of my generator. Here is another one, here is another one, and so on. So you can go on and exploring this kind of generator forever. Oh yeah, I forgot I was planning to use blue paper. I haven't prepared the blue paper, so maybe we will prepare later. Anyway, today the point is to prototype some of this. I don't have exactly the same gray, but it's still a cool color here. So I have designed this generator to be plottable. So now we are entering the plotting part, because here it's fully digital, it's even animated as you can see, but it's also plottable. So you can export a SVG file which looks like that and send it to a plotter on which you put a pen, and it's going to draw all the path. So that's basically it. Before explaining before continuing on that, just let me recap a bit. So I am GrowWeb. On my website, you can find all my past works if you want to look at growweb.me. And yesterday we had a lot of fun. Like yet another way to create generative art with a plotter is what we did yesterday. We did a stream on koop.xyz. where we let people mess up with the machine, to sum up what happened. So I have made a framework which allows people in the chat to interact in real time with the plotter, and this is a time lapse of that. This is an acceleration of what happened yesterday. So when people were sending messages in the chat, it was curving the mountains. It was changing a curve which is drawn from the bottom to top. And then we have some shapes drawn on the sky. People were able to change parameters, the rotation, scale, speed, different things like that. And we generate 8 small postcards like that yesterday. So that was on koop.xyz, which is really made for that to me. It's like totally fit the purpose, because it's a streaming interactive, like it's a streaming platform for live performance, and it's totally embedded in the Web3 paradigm where you can log in with your wallet, and at the end I was like giving away the result of what we did yesterday. So I chose that one that I've minted, and people received it. I mean, people were able to mint it. Next time we will improve a bit the process, because it took me too much time to prepare the result and everything. So we will try to figure out how to improve, optimize a bit this last part. But anyway, it was very cool. I really love the other one actually. Like this one could have been the peak of the stream. But yeah, we chose that one, which is also quite interesting with these squares. This one is a bit more. I mean, it's different. I like dark as well, dark paper. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. I think this is really cool to have this kind of circle trails. This gives a really cool result. Anyway, so this was it for yesterday. And yeah, so going back to generators, how do we publish generator in general? Well, there is a platform called fxhash, which I used quite a lot and publish regularly some plottable work. But I'm going to publish this time on public works.art, which is publishing then on Stargaze. So this is in the Cosmos ecosystem. And the generator I'm preparing is the one I was just discussing before. It's Plottable Golden Train. The idea is to play with a scenery like mountains, a bit like I used to do for... It's a bit a continuation in a way of Plottable area, even though it's not the next area. I'm going to work more on different areas, but it's reusing a bit the same mountain system to actually produce more like a postcard format instead of having an A4 paper like that. It's only a A6 small postcard. But it's quite, I mean, it's very interesting. You can put a lot of detail still in a small format. I like also this kind of format. It's very, very interesting. And the goal is also to be able to to send them easily all over the world. If people want the physical, they will be able to request it with an extra fee, but at least it's possible. It's a possibility. So you can just enjoy the digital and collect the digital, or you can request the physical, and then I will be happy to execute it and even maybe stream the plotting. So right now we are streaming some... Oh, the camera is broken. What happened? Why is it why is it like that? Sorry for that. What's going on with the camera? Oh, okay. I think it changed the resolution. Okay, anyway. You didn't miss anything. It's still ongoing. But you get the idea. We can plot some postcards based on these generators. So the idea is this is a reboot. This is a continuation of something I did on last Inktober. Actually, you may have seen that art in the past from me. It was, this Inktober entry for Trip. And at the time, it wasn't really finished. Like there were a lot of defaults in the generators. Like we were generating a lot of crap with the generator. You had to curate a lot. And the goal when you publish in such platform is that every result needs to be good. Every result needs to be legit. Every result must not be broken. And so that's why it took me quite a few weeks, even months, to finalize the generator here. Making sure there is always a bridge, making sure there is always good mountains and everything. So you can see many more work in that version, because the bridge can have different shapes. There is some cactus, there is some clouds. I've had a lot of fun developing these clouds. I really love them, like the way I found a way to make clouds with just code. And yeah, like small last touch, like making this animation here, some birds, and different kind of setup. So we can have like a hole in the mountain here, and you have different rarity, which are going to be in the features, in the like the traits of the art of each edition, of each mint. It's going to come with different traits. So yeah, indeed, like the regular paper is white, and I don't remember exactly the proportion, but this is documented because I have published the source code of that also. I mean, it's going to be attached. You will have a link and you can look at the source code when I release it. So yeah, like we can have, the point is to make it gold. So it's a golden train. And sometimes it can not be gold, but it's a rare case. So yeah, many differences. And you can see it's like so many, it have a lot of variety. And we can we can stay on playing with that forever. Like, this is so cool. So that's the part I really enjoy when I develop generative art. It's like to explore, keep exploring, see what I can improve every time, like tweaking stuff. So I did that quite a few days already. So I'm quite happy with the result. I don't want to touch it more. But yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. Maybe we plot that. We will plot this one. Quite minimalistic. I'm gonna save that one. Oh, it doesn't want to. Okay. It doesn't want to drag and drop. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Next. Plot. So yeah, I think that's it. I explained it all. But yeah, like technically speaking, it's a digital, but you can retrieve the physical, and yeah, I'm gonna share more with Stargaze at some point. I mean, I'm gonna explain more when we release it. Right now we are still in February. This is planned for March, so we still have some time to explain more the details. But right now we are going to prototype, making sure everything works properly. I already did 4 plots in the past, and we try to make more prototypes. It's like very important part of the work to me is always to make sure that everything is properly working on the physical aspect, as well as, I mean, I already finished the digital part, and I want to make sure I have everything good, because there's so many ways it can go wrong. Maybe I can explain them a bit. Okay. I don't remember if I need to change the alignment. We will try like that. Because I know the pen can have different size here. So let's see. Why is it doing that? Inkscape have received additional error. What? Oh, there is a bug. Okay. I have a weird bug. Oh no, another demo effect. Okay. Maybe I need to restart Inkscape. Hold on. So yeah, we are here. We are supposed to now plot the train. And what? What's going on? Whoa, that's weird. What's going on? I never had this issue before. That's weird. Hold on, I have to look at the SVG maybe. And there's maybe a bug. Maybe there's a dumb point that doesn't draw anything or something. Small strokes. Oh, maybe that one is not. Okay, we may have a small bug. That I have to fix. That's cool. That's why we have to make sure, you know, that everything works properly. And we may have found a bug. Nice. What's going on now? Again? Okay, hold on. Maybe there is more. Okay. So it doesn't like. Okay, I'm gonna tell the team. I'm gonna tell the team of Axidro because to me it's a bug. Okay, what was the error again? Well, I don't remember, but anyway, I'm gonna... Okay. Do we have others? No, we don't. Okay, hopefully, hopefully we can continue. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, we fixed the bug. Well, we have to clean the code. We have to fix the code before I forgot. So let's go. Where is it? I'm gonna switch to live coding. Actually, it's the best timing to show the code, maybe. But here we just need to fix the generator to not generate empty path. Something is generating empty path. So yeah, I don't know, roots.push. So yeah, you see, I'm supposed to filter every time, but there must be a case where I don't. That's weird. So it's probably a good idea to fix the render root logic here. So when we have less than 2 points, then it's not a path anymore, so we can continue. Okay, well, that's gonna fix it for next time. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we have some misalignment, and I have to remember that next time. So the the train is floating. That means next time I have to move it up a bit to like displace the pen. Yeah, that's a bit sad that I forgot about that. Yeah, because the pen is a bit bigger than the other, so. So we know for next time. Okay, so now we can move on to another one. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. So we wanted this one, right? Except we may again have the bug we had before, so let's actually recompile to make sure everything works. Okay, so we use a black paper this time. And normally if we choose I forgot what was my plan in term of pen here for the white. There's two choices. Either we do a jelly roll or we do... I think it will be based on the postcard density, like case by case, I can choose different options. And it's the very fun part of plotting is generativity of plotting as well as the generativity of the digital side. The plotter can do very, very different things. You can have very different results from one run to another, which makes it generative in itself. So it's like generative art time generative art. In terms of complexity, you can get from the code to the physical world. Okay, let's see. Let's try to plot that one. Looks good so far. So you can see the gel pen can do different things, can have different texture. So it took about 30 minutes to plot the previous one. And that's just a postcard format. So you can imagine like A4, A3 or even bigger plots can take a lot of time. All right, so it's going to take this time anyway. Meanwhile, what can we do? Oh yeah, I forgot to also share a bit that, but you probably have saw it in the past if you follow my Twitter. But I have some plans for this year, and one of the plan one of the plans of this year for me is to create this experience, like this interactive plotting stream experience. I was mentioning Twitch, but since then I discovered Koop. So that's why yesterday we did that stream I explained, where we created a live interactive creation process with people. That was very, very interesting yesterday. There were up to 20 people at some time. I haven't checked how many we were, but there were quite a lot of people yesterday. That was very cool. Because I think we have to. I think I have to come to some conclusion after 3 years of streaming on Twitch. It's a very niche. Experiment we are doing here on Twitch. So Twitch is going to remain my playground where I'm gonna do experiments. I'm gonna do some development. I'm gonna do many different things. But then we will probably do this live experiment more on Koop, because on Koop you can schedule things in advance. You know, and there is not a lot of streamers out there. It's very designed for live performance things for artists. So to me, it's like the perfect candidate. And at the end, you can. To me, it's so great for what I do here. So it's a perfect world for what I do. But then I think it makes less sense on Koop side to do the lab development, small experiments, small prototypes as I do usually. So we can still continue doing that here, and I think there will be some kind of balance like that. Anyway, the goal is to create something new this year around this concept of interactive stream. To me, it's like the first time. Maybe there were other ideas along. I'm not the first to do that. I've seen in the past people like putting robots on a web page, and people were able to interact collaboratively, like collectively. This kind of things is not new, but I'm trying to create that experience where we can collectively, from all over the world, create a physical piece all together. So like everyone's interaction have a direct impact on the physical art. So I think it's something very interesting to create, like going beyond the physical boundaries, like because we are all at different places, but we can actually co-create together a physical art. And we can, it's basically like a machine where people give inputs, and it's going to do some decision based on the inputs. And we just need to, now it's more on me to focus on trying to design more experiences, more kind of arts, different kind of art, because yesterday we only, it's somewhere around here, but you saw it, right? I shared it a bit before, but you can see on my Twitter that we did this yesterday. We did 8 plots, and these 2 are the best, I think, that we did yesterday. And like it's so cool to remember that like the mountains are reflecting the activity of the chat. So when there were no activity, it's going to be flat, but then people speak and people put some letters on the chat, and then it's going to curve. It's going to curve the mountains. I love this principle that it reflects the whole overall activity. But at the same time, people can do real actions and like try to focus on specific shapes to do. So that's one big focus I have this year. Like this was a bit my resolution of next year. And indeed, I'm going to continue making. This is a bit my long-term plans, like making more generators like plottable areas. But right now we are doing another generator, which is another idea. And fragmented art is something I want to do a lot in the future, but I need a bigger community for that. Like I need more physical collectors. So like if people really interested by the physical art, because I have so many plans. Imagine that I design a puzzle and I split the puzzle in tiles and I spread them all over the world to different collectors. But I don't announce what it is. You have to solve it. So every collectors need to figure it out together, like collectively, or like communicate together to try to understand what is the big picture. Because if you receive one of these tiles, you may not know what is the big map. But here it's still quite abstract. There is no meaning on the global map. But yeah, we could do stuff. So yeah, evolutive generative art. I'm actually curious what fx params is going to be. But we'll see about that. But yeah, anyway, there's so many ways to share generative art. That's a bit my overall theme on all these explorations, because it's all different ways to connect together people and like making this kind of plot loops. So like, it's like splitting different postcards, and you make an animation from all the postcards and you recreate an animation. It's also a way to connect people. It's like so fragmented art. It's not a map. It's more an animation, but it's the same idea where all the pieces are connecting together, forming a global art piece. So yeah, every tie is bonded together. So yeah, that's a bit all. You know everything now.